Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Peak District Highland Games here at Matlock Farm Park, and we're just getting ready for our second event, the tractor pull. Yes, the athletes have got to pull this 8-ton tractor, so let's see how they get on.
Apologies for the echo. This might work. Oh, that's better. That's better. So, big round of applause here for Kim Howells, first of the women to go with this 10-metre tractor, 8-ton. As we go here, sorry about the disjointed nature of moving this event. Always a bit of a challenge as well. Just got a generator and a PA portable system here to carry over. This is extremely difficult to do. Now, as some of you may remember, a couple of years ago, the strong women used to pull the lighter tractor. We changed that last year where they get to pull the same as the men. But this can be difficult. Now, remember, tractors are designed to grip. Completely different to buses and trucks. This is unique to Matlock Farm Park. You will see this move today, but this is an incredibly difficult event. Again, another example of how hard this competition is. Now, this is interesting because Kim's got a lot of experience pulling different vehicles, buses and trucks, and this tractor catches us out every year. Now, we have had some records set on it, but remember, this is 8-ton of machinery, big wheels, lots of tread, and this is gonna prove to be difficult, I think, today. Big round of applause there for Kim Howells. We shall see how Emma goes on. Remember, Emma, the lightest competitor in the whole competition, not just the women, obviously. She's pulled this tractor before, so we'll see how she goes with this now. Real test of strength, really difficult event. We'll see if this can go her way, taking some adjustments such as the petite nature of Emma, but don't be put off because she's incredibly strong pocket rocket, as I named her about 3 years ago, so I'll see if Emma just moves this with ease, just completes the course, who knows? We love piling on the pressure. No, we don't really. We love all our athletes. We don't work without these guys. Training all year round, entering competitions, national, international level, OSG games like Emma did last week. Coming into this competition with 3 broken fingers as well. Given the all clear by the coach. It's good enough for us if you want to compete, Emma, and she did. And now she's taking on this beast of a machine, this tractor. And worst of all, the equipment we pull. Trucks are easier. Buses are easy, everything's easier than a tractor. This weighs less than the trucks, less than the buses, but it's a pig of an event. Whoa! Let's really get behind Emma. 3 broken fingers, only weighs about 10 stone, and look at this! Absolutely amazing, Matlock, and it's dug down the tractor. Battle of wills here as it's strong woman against 8-ton tractor. That was an incredible start to even get that thing moving, Emma. Amazing, absolutely amazing. As you can see, that engine is a tidal. There's no assistance at all from that engine. This is just sheer power, and this is going to be a battle. And I'm just looking at those tyres, just trying to see if there's the slightest millimetre of movement. Don't think that's going anywhere. Caught out before with the commentator's curse. Jay giving in, and I'm telling you something that will be burning the lungs, the legs, the arms, great determination. Has she got any more? Let's get behind them all, look! Oh, amazing, Emma, amazing. Incredible athlete in their own right. I always absolutely love to see the lighter weight competitors really battle it out with the larger competitors as well, and Emma got that moving, which was absolutely amazing there, electing for those walking boots there. Different athletes wearing different footwear. We've got trainers. I've seen rock climbing boots as well used in this. She prefers the ankle support there of those boots, and that seemed to work because she did get it moving. Big round of applause again for Emma Wilson. Deserves that. She's proved it can be done. and it can be done. But it's a difficult event, there's no doubt about that. This will catch athletes out, and that goes for the men as well, not just the women. Don't think the men are going to have an easy ride with this as well, because that is a difficult event. 8 ton and brick on a dry surface with those enormous treads digging down. So, third athlete now. Big round of applause here for Libby Lou. As we readjust this harness, she's seen Emma do it. So she'll be keen as well to give it a go. Just looking at the expressions from where I'm stood here, not totally convincing. I don't think I will be looking at that. I think I'm going to be thinking, oh, I've got to move that now. I can't wait to get on to throwing events and pulling tractors. Oh. Every time that invitation lands in their email inbox from these Strongman events each year, I don't know how it's greeted. They either love it or they, oh my God, I've got to pull tractors, I've got to run with a 100 kilo stone, I've got to lift 150 kilo stone for time. But we love it! Come on, straight onto it there by Libby Lou, and she's got that moving well. Now this is where it's slowed up for Emma. She's got to keep that tractor moving, and she's keeping it moving. This is good stuff by Libby Lou again. She'll be setting a precedent for the other guys. I think this could complete the course. There is some undulation in this track. I can see it from here. I've not noticed it over the years, but stood here, I can see the undulation. Come on there, Libby Lou. This will go down to distance if she doesn't clear the line.
Come on! Come on, Libby! Keep it going! Keep it!
Oh, she's putting everything into this. She wants to complete it. This is a battle between Tractor and Strong Woman, and again, just trying to get on those toes. And time, round of applause there. Amazing. Hashtag girl power right there. And remember, guys, the Strong Women are pulling the same tractor as the men. That was only changed 2 years ago. They had a lighter tractor. We put them on the same level as the men here, proving they can move this as well. Train just as hard as the men in their own right as well, and put on a fantastic display here as we move the tractor back to the next competitor.
You can see the duration. That last bit. Yeah, it feels, well, when you attach it, it feels like.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, I've always come to you from the side. That time you do.
Not a chance. Ain't gonna.
So, big round of applause for Tonne! Stepping up to the plate. Remember, first appearance here at District Highland Games. Did well in the first event. All smiles as well. It's great to see, just lapping this atmosphere up. She's now seen Libby Lou do it, so she knows it can be done now. That can change the mindset. Oh, again, she's got that moving, squatting nice and low. For those who watch this event, keeping nice and low is a great technique to do, and trying to bounce up on the legs, just trying to keep those wheels moving. Come on there, Danny. This is good stuff as she trawls down towards that finishing line. And she's still managing to keep it moving now. Digging in with those walking boots as she's using sort of side steps there. That's probably a good strategy. As you can see, that tractor's fighting and pulling back there. This is amazing stuff. Come on there, let's get behind this now. This is what caught Libby Lou out nearly as well. just squats down there, the tractor. It's a pig of an event. She's still laughing while she's got 8 ton on her back. Absolutely hilarious. Loves this competition. Amazing! Don't worry guys, only 4 more.
Just saying it is shocking. First time I've taken it here, it's all set to its equipment's different. I think, yeah, you're not sharing your instance. Is that from the that's yeah, I don't see it close. Did about 40 minutes. That stone looks good. When you've got it all, friends like some people might lift it out, you can't see. Some of it depends on who's got different position. You can get it like locked in here.
So big round of applause here for Michaela Pearson. Smashed out the first event. Told all the fellow strong women that she was going to go nice and steady on the first event. Is this tactics, Michaela? And then goes and smashes out the first event. Now I'll see what Michaela can do. Remember, competed in the European Masters Champ as well. She'll be keen to lay down a claim on this. She has won this title before as well. Nice small steps. Don't let that kid you either. That's a really good tactic. Nice small quick steps. That's probably the best technique. And she's keeping up on those toes. This is the difficult bit again.
Go on, keep going.
Just loses a grip. Keep it going. It's still moving, Michaela.
Come on, keep pumping. Short
Use
chop
that
it.
momentum to keep
Short
it going.
chop
This is
it.
good stuff. Oh, just needs to get those wheels nice on to the tape. Just touching and nudging the grass a little bit there. She got this. All round of applause! Completes the course there. As you can see, the front winch over that line. The tyre just touching the grass.
Next 2 minutes straight, it'll be my bill.
So we're now moving on to the men. So this is the running on for the men. Athletes, please listen. I hope you can hear me over there. Mark Stevenson, Dave Johnson, David Brumman, Miroslav Polodek, Joe Bromley, Sam Ashton, Sean Blair, John Thor, Stevie Speak, and Andy Lumley, Josh Lancaster, Jimmy Green, and Matt Cole. That is the running order. Big round of applause here as he steps up. Mark Stevenson. Thank you guys, like I was saying, cannot get bored of your applause all day. It's so much appreciated. Great crowd you are, and we don't just say that every show. It is really a unique crowd here at Matlock. This historic Highland Games event now in its 8th year here. One of the only events in Scotland to draw this sort of crowd, and also mixed with traditional strongman events as well. So the traditional historic Highland Games events mixed with world strongman events, such as this vehicle pull that you'll not see in Highland Games, but you will see on TV. Now he's keeping massively low. Again, probably the second lightest competitor in this group. Josh Lancaster, the lightest one, and he is moving that tractor very well. You'll often hear the phrase "mass moves mass." Anybody who listens to BBC Radio Derby will have heard John Thor say that is not always the case. There is a technique to this as well, so this will be interesting. What he lacks in body weight, he can make up with those quick steps, keeping nice and low, using that rope and those arms to keep that momentum going. Just been speaking to Michaela Pearson on the last pull of the strong women, saying there's Dick right there. If you're looking at the point on that tarmac square, he seems to be where the tractor likes to begin. 44.50 there, so this is a longer distance for the men. They are allowed to dive for that line, so it's the first to touch that tape, that is the full distance we're going to. So they're allowed to dive for the line there, tap that line. Max Stevenson completed the full course there. So big round of applause there. Again, first competitors to have a go at this event, always difficult.
No, just saying, Josh.
So Dave Johnson up next, then David Broomhead, Miro, Joe, Sam, Sean, that's the running on. Dave Johnson, always good at these events, organisers, lots of trust, pulling runs down, including has his own championship as well. Even pulled some planes as well in his time, sure it was, I can't remember what plane it was, the name in Lancaster Bomber there. I think he did pull a plane down there on the airfield as well. He's also pulled vintage buses, trucks. Just like we said on BBC Radio, Derby, strongmen will pull anything. That was the innuendos. And he's got off to a fast start. Now remember Dave Johnson in the log press not having the greatest start. That is a little bit of a weak event for him. But this is a good event for Dave Johnson generally, so he could claw some points back now. Didn't see the best of Dave in the first event, but this is a strong event for Dave Johnson, and this is looking nice, using those huge biceps there to keep himself lower, dives for the line. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick time. 31.06 there for Dave Johnson. I want a big round of applause here again for Dave Johnson, because not only does he compete and he came in short notice here, wasn't going to do it, had his own set of injuries, but does so much for charity over the years as well, raised so many funds in these shows, so really notable mention there for Dave Johnson. Next up is David Broomhead, then Miroslav Polek, Joe Bromley, Sam Ashton. That is the next four athletes up, getting this tractor back nice and quickly so we can rattle through this event. Got about 13 strongmen in this.
Doing it on order of positions as well.
So we'll see what he can do as Dave in his first appearance. Dave Broomhead, all new events to him here. I don't know how many of the athletes have pulled tractors when it's their first entry to this competition, so this could be a totally different feel on that road. The friction's different, the resistance is different, and remember those tyres are difficult to move. That is why you'll see Will Strongman trucks and buses have got smaller wheels. That makes them easier to move. Bigger the wheels, more difficult to bend. But I'll tell you something, this is looking a cool and smooth performance. That is a good event, I think. Well done there, David Bruno. That was nicely done. 38.66, so Dave Johnson with 31.08 in the lead so far. But that was a good performance there by Broomhead. And remember, this can catch anybody out. Don't be fooled now, you've seen the tractor move a few times. It's like we've got over the initial hurdles. This can still decide to clamp down there on that tarmac and cause some problems for somebody, so we'll see. But anyway, we'll go up with Miro up next. So remember, former Hull's strongest man, won that title a few times as well, competed in Yorkshire's strongest man on the 27th of July as well. That competition didn't go for him, but on his day, he can be a real threat as well. Very experienced in the vehicle pulls as well over the years, done a lot. We always have a talk about Miro on the strongman circuit, always a very happy competitor generally, always smiling, so polite as well. But he means business, no doubt about that. As he gets that rope nice and taut, just feeling the weight of that tractor on his back, using those big arms there to move it along. It looks as though from this angle he's wearing trainers up on those tiptoes. Nice small steps, probably learning off Dave Johnson. He's in the lead, remember, so far. 30 seconds seems to be there about. Anything under 30 seconds is going to take first place so far. out of these four competitors. Looking down at the floor, he's just zoned in there. Total focus there by Miro, and those wheels are moving pretty fast. Well done there for who's strongest man. As you can see with this event, completely empties the lungs there. Just using there a mouthpiece there, so he was biting down on that gum shield there. Really focused, that was looking good. I'll just get a look at the time on there. So 32.61, just outside of 31.06, laid down by Dave Johnson. Just being really careful there not to pull down the kilt. Who wants to see it off? So Joe Bromley up next, Sam Ashton, Sean Blaise. Up steps Joe. We're going to the opposite end of the country now. We had Hull's strongest man. Now we've got 4 times Liverpool's strongest man on the west coast. We've gone from east to west. Hull challenged Liverpool. Up steps Big Joe Bromley. Dabbled in powerlifting as well, entered a few powerlifting competitions, competed in this competition as well previously, and England's strongest man. So he has had experience of this tractor before, but remember, every year it can change depending where we set the tractor on this path. We keep finding undulations and all sorts. Every time we run this event, we see the tyres dip back, so we have to keep changing it. But so far, the women proving it can be done, and of course the men proving it can be done now. Everybody completing the course. 31.06, the quickest time so far over this 15-metre distance on a timed event. Quickest time wins. Very simple rules on this. Timed. Oh, and he gets that moving now. This is really interesting to gauge how this is going to go. He had a really fast start. Key to this is when you see that move, do not let that stop. That's where the difficulties are, but he's taking a bit longer strides now, taking smaller steps. So he's looking up at the line. So you can see that line coming. This is nicely done by Joe Bromley. This could be the quickest time. That's looking quick. Round of applause there for Bromley. That looks super quick to me. 26.7! 4 seconds sub 30. Could that be a winner? Now that's interesting. It could be. That's the winner so far. The other athletes will be looking at that now. They know what's realistic. They know what's possible. We could be breaking sub 25 here. These are getting quicker. Remember, we started off with 44 seconds. We've now just shaved off 18 seconds off that. Now, if the phrase mass moves mass is right, this guy is going to move it super quick because he's heavy, strong, tall, 6'6" and big. First time he's entered this competition. Don't know if he's pulled a tractor before either, but this should be a good one by this giant. We'll see how he can go though. Piling the pressure on there for Sam Ashton, so keep him really low, keeping that 6'6" frame really low, looking down at the ground with those massive feet planted down. We'll see if this works for Sam Ashton. I don't know, it's a bit of an unknown. He's got the weight, he's got the power. If he doesn't slip here, this could be the time to challenge. Probably 26. I tell you something, guys, this is quick. This is quick. Big round of applause here for the giant Sam Ashton. That was damn quick. No doubt about it, that's got to be the winning time so far. 22.15! That's got to be to beat. But I've said that before, I've been proved wrong on multiple times. That's not debatable. 22 seconds, that could be beaten. We have got next up Sean Blaise. Just going to read a piece of paper here, trying to read it upside down. This is what you get at live events. That's what you get at live events. We love it. We've got our score here. Morgan Angelson does a great job. Can we round of applause here for Morgan as well? Comes out on our show. Bit of an unsung hero in this event today. She sat down on the floor here in the wind, in my dry robe, doing the scoring. always a team effort in these events. A lot of work has been behind the scenes, and the Matlock Farm Parks with all the venue staff here do pull together to create a great event. But anyway, back out to business. Sean Blair's here. Big round of applause for Sean Blair's podium finisher at this Games. Rotherham Highland Games champion a couple of years ago as well. Really good at the events, did well in the long press, peaked just slightly by Hillsby. I got some good points in that long press. The tractor is an unknown for everything. Always he's done this 6 times and it is always a bit of an unknown until you feel that weight on your back how this event's going to go. Sam Ashton there proving this can be done. Supporting the phrase that mass moves mass so far, that is proving right. But we shall see, because Sean weighs significantly less there and he can still get a quick time, we'll see. This is why this competition is so unique. It's without the weight categories. We've got smaller guys against bigger guys, but don't be fooled, they're all incredibly strong. They all have really off to a good start there. Wearing his trademark boots there, as I've seen him wear throughout these cups. He's keeping nice and low, trying to keep that rope tight as well. As you can see, the rope swinging about. You're getting slack in that can shorten the steps, lessen the speed, but this is still a good effort. He's slipping a little bit there, but this is still points on the board for Blair, so might not be threatening to keep his time, but these are still solid. Oh, Blair's there for Sean Blair's. Great stuff, Sean. So we're halfway through the field of athletes and then we move on to the third event. Halfway through the competition, we have sped this up. So next up will be John Thor, John, then Stevie Speakman, Andy Lunley, Josh Lancaster, Jimmy Green and Matt Cole. That's an interesting top 3 so far looking at this. Josh Lancaster, Jimmy Cole and Matt Cole, Jimmy Green, so you got that mixed up. Josh Lancaster, Jimmy Green, Matt Cole, they're tussling top places so far after event 1, so they need some good points to remain there or thereabouts. That piles the pressure on John Thor, that's the one, yes. John Thor up next. Sorry if the wind's carrying away the sound here. It's a portable PA system, backup PA system here. We always say when we run these competitions, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. We've got plan B, we haven't got a plan C, so we'll have the fingers crossed. So, John Thor again, BBC Radio Derby yesterday. Innuendos flying between the presenters and him. Woo! Got a big round of applause here for John Thor! Aylesford down Portsmouth. Travelled a long way up here. Been here a couple of nights in a local Airbnb, been excited, looking forward to this comp. Competed here 3 times as well. He has had this tractor on his back before, so he knows what it's all about. And again, that's don't make it look easy, guys, as well. Do they make this look easy or what? Let's just remember, this is 8 ton. Round of applause for everybody so far. Come on. Brilliant stuff. So he's keeping small steps there. He's not looking up at the line. He's just staring down at that tarmac, making sure that he keeps those feet moving, that body nice and low. He was talking about the technique of this on BBC Radio Derby as well. He's going to clear the line. Boom! That's looking decent for me. Got to be around about 25 seconds. 32.04, so that's still a decent time. John Thor, what a name as well for a strongman. And what a voice may I add as well. I was listening to it on the radio and I thought you couldn't get him on. Strongman sounded strongman there. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, back out to business with Stevie Speakman up next. Competitor here at this Games. So this should be an interesting one. I haven't seen Stevie Speakman do too much in terms of the vehicle pulls myself on our shows. It's a bit of an unknown for me. I don't know what we'll see out of Stevie, but he had a good first appearance on the log in the opening event. I thought that was good for him. He's got some good points on the board, but remember, there's 4 more events after this, so it's about the accumulation of points here. You can have a really good event, and you can have a really bad event. And in Strongman, that can be the difference between podium and slipping down to 5th or 6th. So remember, the aim of this is consistency. That is the number 1 rule in Strongman, is consistency. You don't always have to be at the top. but you're there or thereabouts collecting good points. It takes one event to drop points. So, back down to Stevie. So he had a bit of a slower start than some of the other competitors, but that doesn't mean he's going to accelerate down the course. So remember speeding here on this tractor, just looking at those treads on the on that path. Oh, and he's getting close to that line of Speedman. Let's see if he can get around about, that's looking around about 30 seconds, maybe mid-30s. 30-12, that's a decent one there. Actually didn't look as quick as John Ford, but was, so it can be deceiving. Got into a good rhythm there, bit of a slower start, 2 seconds on John Ford there. So remember, Sebastian with 22.15, he's placed that time so far. So I'm not going to curse Sam here and say that's unbeatable, because that might well not be the case. But anyway, Andy Lumley up next, Josh Lancaster, Jimmy. So we get Lumley hand stuff here, we'll see what he can do. His second appearance in this competition.
Not like about 2 minutes. It's weird.
As you can see, the athletes love being the pictures with this as well, because tractors are just so unique in terms of this competition. You don't get many competitions where we pull tractors, and there's a reason for that. It's because they are so difficult, and things can go wrong with them, because sometimes the tractor does just not want to budge. But everybody's overcome it so far. Everybody has overcome it. So we'll see what Lumley can do now. Here last year in 2023, back again in 2024, getting really, really tight on that harness. And again, he's just crossing those feet a little bit. Look like he's got red shoes on there, but I'm sure, so he's waiting for that foot there. Really short steps. That tractor, because you can see on the left-hand side of me, there's a deep there. You'll see the wheel there. Gets a bit of motion, comes out the other side and pulls back. Awkward event. It's really awkward. Looks super cool, and it is super cool, but it's an awkward event. Every athlete's told me to say big round of applause there for Lumley. Only 3 more contestants left.
Also tracks off. 22, so that's quick. I can walk that. I can walk you like that.
28.74. That's a good time, that by Lumley. That's a great time, actually. I think I might put him in second place looking at that. 28.74. For third place, we've got Joe Bromley, 26. I'll start with the top 3 so far. So in the league, we have Sam Ashton, 22.15, Joe Bromley, 26.79, and Andy Lumley, 28.74. Those are the top 3. That is outstanding. Ashton is looking quite unbeatable on that. But let's remember, we've got Josh Lancaster, Jimmy Green, and Cole next. So we'll see what they can do. Josh set up his little film here so he can see his loves the detail of events. So he don't let up prop here, and he competes in the under 80 kilo bodyweight division as well. So giving up around about 10 stones on some of the big guys here. That's why this competition's great. It levels the playing field. This is an 8-ton tractor. If we're talking mass moves mass, then this is going to prove otherwise if we can get this moving. Remember, so far. Spoke to Josh about 2 weeks ago, drafted Josh in, he was really keen on doing this, come over from Lancashire as well, and won Yorkshire's strongest man as well as a Lancastrian. That caused a bit of controversy bringing him in. Won Yorkshire's strongest man, Battle of the Roses, and hails from Lancashire. Oh dear, did I get some stick for that? Come on! Now, Josh has the surprise package potentially in this competition. This could be the event that catches him out. I do not know, but he's got moving. He's got the thing moving. Weighs around 13 stone. Do not get put off by the frame on these guys. This guy trains incredibly hard. He's incredibly really strong on a 300 kilo deadlift in him as well. He's now pulling his tractor, challenging the big guys, as did the strong women as well. Let's not forget. They pulled the strong. Just like this on the line. Gotta be happy with that, Josh. Sub 30 seconds! 29 points a month. Outstanding there by Josh, like I said. Anybody else so far, roughly, which is a lot with this. He got off to an amazing start using that big frame of him to get that tractor moving. And this is his first competition in this as well. Probably the first time doing tractor. I guess, I don't know. I pulled the tractor. All right, yes. So maybe a little bit of experience there. But Jimmy Green again, his first appearance in this competition. Co-founder with Tom Holland of Halifax Strength Unit down there, so competes in this division as well. He did really, really well in the opening event with the 120 kilo log as well, did Jimmy. Like I was saying, I always like commentating on unknowns myself. I know a lot of the competitors here. I know all about the titles and what they're doing, what they're capable of. There's some of the other guys I do not know anything about. So it surprises me when I see them come in and they can really steal the show with some outstanding performances. And Jimmy, with the opening log, is around about in the podium position so far. So if he collects some good points here, this could be good for him. Needs to be sub 30 seconds to be picking up them good points. Quite a lot of the competitors now have gone sub 30 seconds. Remember, this engine tractor is not forgiving. And he's diving towards that line. Come on, Matlock. Oh, just misses the first dive there. Might have cost him a split second there. Oh, yeah, so he's 38.21 seconds. Dropped some points there, but look, everybody completed the distance so far. Round of applause there for Jimmy as we move the tractor back for the last competitor in this event. Then we'll be moving back across to the arena. Everything now happens in the arena. Gives me nightmares, this event, having to move it out of the arena for me. We've got portable PA system, generators. Oh, gives me nightmares, this event, but we know it's one of the most popular events down here at Matlock, so we always have to run it. But anyway, big round of applause for the defending 2023 District Highland Game champion, Matt Cole! Travelled up from Kent. Worked with Matt over the years now. He's also helped on our shows as part of the crew. He's also a competitor. Won the under 105 UK Strongest Man competition 3 times, as has Lumley once as well. So got some great titles under his belt. He also held a world record at one point in the Farmer's Walk. Won the 2023 District Highland Games as well. Had a really good show there now. So we'll see what he can do. Last competitor with this tactical. If he can get some 30 seconds, that's great points for him. If he can get some 25, that will probably keep him in the lead going into event 3. We shall see. So focused as well, Cole. Always have a laugh with Matt, but I tell you something, when he's competing, it's a different kettle of fish. I can tell just looking at him, he's looking really focused on this as we've got, and he knows the start could be crucial, so he's there. Come on now, last competitor. And if they want good points on this, Will Cole. Don't know his body weight right now, I'm guessing it's around about 16 and a half, 17 stone, but still a really, really strong guy. Little slip there, he's got to keep it moving. So Matt will be competing in the UK's under 105 next week, where he will be making that weight cut, and that's a good time, I think. Don't know if that's threatening Sam Ashton, don't think it is, but that is a good time. 27.14! Solid points. Doesn't take the win, but those are solid points.
Wow, how about that? Pulling an 8-ton tractor. What do you think? Do you think you could have a go? Well, that is it for this video, but we will be back with more action from the Peak District Highland Games, so please stop by next time. Well, that's it. Thank you also very, very much for watching, and please, everybody out there in YouTube land, stay safe. We'll see you all again soon in the next video. Take care now.